Yes, good people. Big up to all of you. I don't think we need an intro for this one. We'll get straight into it, and that's because the lineup is already out. But more importantly, I hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join me this particular morning. It's still morning for me because it's just 11:29 a.m. This particular morning for another pre-game show where we take our time to dissect and analyze the manager's lineup and opposition lineup and see if we got it correctly during our lineup prediction exercise. But that's why I'm going to say hello to those of you in the chat already. Maya Fawole Gallagher striker. I don't believe that. And I don't blame my bro, the legendary Glenn 10, asking you, are you serious? But Glenn, this is for you more importantly, brother. I hope you're doing well. Okay, the soundboard won't work today. Okay, and the Bluetooth again isn't here, so I cannot argue he jinxed it. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Klopp, sneak dissed Casado again. Today that guy is a pest of a real. Imagine being a 52 and having a 22-year-old piston. What I'm going to say quickly, it's a mind game. He's trying to pile pressure on a Casado. He's trying to get him, you could say, to play under pressure. But if I were Casado, for me, it'd be more of a motivation for me to do well against them. And I think he spoke too much. That's usually a good sign for me. He did say quite a lot of stuff. And for me, when that happens, I'd be shocked if we can win that game. But we'll find out. Let's see what else we have here. Top S is saying no striker again, but don't worry. Next season, we will be facing teams with Osimhen and Nkunku, and there's still tomorrow. Chances are we could still sign a player or two. This says the Madueke with Cole Palmer should be electric. I think that would be good. There'll be space for Madueke to exploit. He's a capable dribbler, and imagine what he'd do with spaces for him to exploit and take the players on. I think for me, when we during the line of prediction exercise, I did say I do prefer us going with a more fluid approach. That way, it'd be difficult to stop us. Let's go, my bro, my American bro, PD Blue. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. We have about 46 people watching, and shamefully, nearly all of those are following the show on. Yep, I think that's on Facebook there. Some are on Instagram, and quite sure a few on X. But here's the thing. Here's a secret for you. You can see it on the screen. If you don't mind joining us here on YouTube, we do a monthly giveaway for our members who are students, and you get a chance to win at least a $50. 46 people watching and only 8 on YouTube. That is really shameful. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 12 likes in total here on YouTube. We can do much better than that. 4 on Facebook. Let's see. Prince Hagler says, yeah, we are Blues and we are going to win this match. This match, he says, and Hagler is following the show on Instagram. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. If you don't mind joining us on YouTube and also subscribing to the channel, that will go a long way. Let's look at the lineup. Anything else I have to address at PD Blue? Nice to see you. So Gusto was the key. He isn't fit to start, and none is starts as others as we predicted. Yeah, I think we didn't get a lot wrong. We didn't actually get a lot wrong. I think the benches of the two sides will affect the game. Let's see what happens. Neri Hushford, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. I hope you're doing well. Coach, I will use the $50 to bring back a Potter. Okay. I hope you win it. But if you're following the show on other platforms and not not on YouTube, you're better off joining us on YouTube. And if you're a student, you get a chance to win at least a $50 every month. Big up JC once more. Yeah, no wonder the soundboard didn't work. And that's because this guy is here. But my bro, the blue again. Nice to see you, brother. It's been a minute. I hope you're well. Sorry that I didn't reach out to see how you're doing. Is it just goals that Jackson misses, or did he miss his flight home to but big up Kachila. Yeah, he misses quite a lot. He didn't miss his flight. We addressed a report in the morning that read something to the effect of that the Senegalese national team coach wants all the players to return straight to Senegal first before traveling to their respective clubs. Or for some reason that I do not know. And big up DJ. Nice to see you, brother. A big up Kachila and everyone on the stream. Smash the like button and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We sincerely do appreciate you all. Let's see what else we have here. Most of all, Jackson misses motivation merchant. I'm not going to talk about that today here. Good afternoon, everyone. Heard a report this afternoon that Chelsea paid for a private jet to bring in Nicholas Jackson at Pochettino's request. He must have really been missed by Poch. Say what you like about him. The truth remains, we miss him. I have a feeling Sterling will show up today. I hope he does. His former club. So you can say he has a point to prove on many grounds. He's the top earning player at the club and all that, the most experienced and all that. So let him show up. I'll take it. Big up Kachila Bluetooth game, DJ Dante. Today, the backbenchers union is in full force. Let's see what happens. Nice to see you, Jerry Z. I hope you're doing well. It's that time of the year. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. So Poch is sticking to 4-2-3-1 on paper. We will see the application. Constantin Dante. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. The application will tell us whether it's the same or not. Chelsea will win. Chelsea win without a shadow of doubt. I hope so. I will take it. I want that to see that happen, Jerry Z. Let's see. Yep, people exchanging greetings there. DJ, I'm gonna come to you straight away, and thank you for finding the time to join me on the panel. It's a short one because it's a pre-game show. I don't think we'll be able to do a watch along. Let's get you, DJ. What do you make of the lineup? Let me read it out first, and I'm quite sure you've seen it. Just give me 1 second here. Let me go to it. There you go. I think we didn't know what's the name. Oh, what is this? 4-3-2-1. Okay. I don't know if you're using fifth stand up. Could you please check it and see if that's the structure you're seeing there? But we got the left back called correctly, right back correct, 2 center backs. We got that correct. Conor Gallagher, we called will start. For Enzo Fernandez, Casado, Madrid, we didn't select. Sterling, we selected Palmer, but it's saying the structure is 4-3-2-1 with the back four being between the sticks. Georgi Petrovic, left back, left center back, Badi Benwa, Badiashile, right center back, Thiago Silva, right back, the C, and centrally in the midfield of 3, Conor Gallagher to his right, Moises Caicedo, and to his left, Enzo Fernandez, and then behind the striker, Madrid and Palmer, with Sterling up top as false 9. It doesn't differ that much from what we selected in the morning, but let's hear you, DJ. What do you make of the lineup? Would you have done anything differently if you were the manager?
Big up first, Fuser Kachilla. Big up to everyone in the comments. Thanks for having me on as always, brother. It's good to always be here and chat to you as always.
More importantly, thank you for finding time to join.
No problem at all. It's nice to always be here and talk to everyone. Remember everyone to smash the like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. Just a quick thing really on that one. I'm not surprised by the lineup, to be fair, Kachilla. I wasn't expecting anything different. You hear, I think a couple of days ago, there was talk that Madueke was going to be dropped for this game, and then he's in the game. He's in the lineup today. So when you get news like that coming out saying Madueke is going to be dropped from the team, you just know that's not going to happen. And I didn't want him to be dropped anyway. To be fair, it'd have been unfair on the kid to be honest with you. But I'm not surprised. It's more or less what I expected, especially with Levi Colwell being out injured. I expected Ben Chilwell to be back at left back. Obviously he's gone with obviously Disassi he's gone with Bedashili and Silva at the centre backs. Obviously Disassi at right back. So I'm not surprised. Midfield picks itself, I guess, in that way. And obviously, what he's gone with the front three, I think any of those front three can rotate to be a striker. So whether it's Palmer, whether it's Sterling, whether it's Madueke, any of them can take that position if need be. And I think that's what's going to happen. You see a lot of that time in the game. I think where you see a lot that between them three, the front three players, you'll see a lot of moving around from them players and getting all to the different positions on that front three, on the left, right, and the centre. So yeah, hopefully we'll get something out of the game, Kachila, and we get a win. It'll be a tough game, but we can't turn up here and be scared of them. We've got to show what we are all about, and we always seem to be up for the bigger games. So hopefully today will be one of those days today.
Yeah, I hope it's the same. I think I have a strong belief that at least we get a draw. But we're capable of getting a win. I think we have the quality to do that. And of late, you can say we've made a lot of progress. I hope that doesn't change for that today. I hope we continue to with that trajectory and get a win at Anfield. I mean, we can do that. We have the quality to do so. And we have Constantine Dante saying that could be a mistake against Liverpool. We'll find out. And by the way, we'll look at the bench in a bit. Peter Pan, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. That age list, it keeps expanding. If others don't hurry, that's a chance. They will miss out to be at the forefront. I don't want to go to the edge place. You can keep it. That's what I think. And Sean is saying a Chelsea win. I hope so. I hope we can win, Sean. And Ngolo Dante, people just saying hello to each other here. Poch dominated these lot at the beginning of the season without Casado and Palmer. Imagine what he will do to them now. I mean, that's another way to see it. We were the better side on the day, and we did look at the numbers for that particular game today. You can say pretty even, but had we won, it'd be a deserved win. That's because we had more XG and some created 5 big chances, but missed 4 of them and scored just 1. Beginning of the season, yeah, I realized that was what you meant to say there. Big up to you, to Rich Moneymaker. Nice to see you. It's a Chelsea thing. Yep, that's your ID there, PD Blue. I appreciate you saying that. Today, Madueke will show us whether he is the English Iron Robin or Nicolas Pepe. Wow. Let's see what else we have here. First game of the season doesn't matter. It doesn't. This is a different game, and chances are he's taking what's his name? Chances that Jurgen Klopp is taking his time to look at the game and figured out why we played better than them on that day. Coach, that's a quality bench too. Yeah, we'll look at it in a bit before I get Roger to speak. Tibe, that would be perfect. Okay, yeah, I hope we win. Kachila, you are already in the inner circle of the H list. Nope, no, I'm not there. I'm not going there. Yeah. Let's see. Profit Chirapusa thinks it's going to be in a draw. It's going to end in a draw. We must not lose. Yeah, we must not lose. I would take a draw, but let's see how the game pans out. Roger, big up, and thank you for finding the time to join us on the panel this particular morning. It's still 11:42 a.m. for me. Roger, let's hear you. What do you make of the lineup? Would you have done anything differently if you were the managers? And quickly, let me get the bench. On the bench, we have Amanda Broya, Christopher Nkunku, David Washington, D'Souza Washington, Mihailo Mudryk, Connie Chukwuemeka, Cesare Casade. Wow, he makes the bench today. That's a good sign. Alfred Gilchrist on the bench, Marla Gusto, Lucas Buxton on the bench. I think we have a better bench, a very good bench for a while now. But we haven't had that for a while. But today we have a very strong bench, in my opinion. Roger, let's hear you. So, what do you make of the lineup? Would you have done anything differently?
Hello, gentlemen. Is that DJ on the
Roger.
panel?
Yeah, big up, Roger. How are you, brother? You all right?
Good. It's been a while. It
has
sir.
Been a while, mate. It has been.
Always a pleasure. Listen, I thought there was a strong possibility we would go with a back three, possibly 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. It's still possible, but I doubt it. I think he's going to go with. I don't know whether he matches for a 4-3-3 or even a 4-4-2. I'll be shocked if he does a 4-2-3-1 because of. I think the midfield would lose the midfield. So I think it's going to be fluid. I'm not sure how he's going to how he's going to do that. Would I do anything different? This is a big game for Noni, no doubt about it. Listen, I like Noni a lot. This is a very big game for him. I don't know. I I'm not sure how the formation's going to work out. Sterling has to really turn up today. He really does. You know, if he doesn't, then I'm not sure how one can justify him starting in the future because he's been so inconsistent. I understand he's a veteran and he's not going to make the same mistakes defensively as a let's say a Mudryk will perhaps, but he needs to really show up in the big games. That's why he's getting paid the big bucks. So it's going to be an interesting game. I guess Gusto isn't fit enough to start, so yeah, let's see. It'll be interesting. It's listed as a 4-2-3-1 in quite a few apps, but I'm not sure whether it's going to be a 4-3-3 or not, or as I said, even a 4-4-2. I mean, I like our bench, to be honest with you. Broya obviously isn't starting, and we knew Nkunku probably wouldn't. Same with Carney. They're not match fit. They really aren't. I think there's a strong possibility they'll come on 20,
Yep,
30
thank you so
minutes
much.
left.
This is saying,
Coach?
yeah, thank you so much. This is saying it will be a 4-3-2-1. I don't know what's wrong with my connection. The signal, yeah, I'm still here. My connection is really fluctuating bad at the at that game. But we'll find out. But let's see the application first. Once the game starts, that's when we get to know whether he looked at it or not. Okay. Good luck to you. Let's see. Whoever reported my new X account is not even making it to the H place. Straight to Tatarus. Big up everyone and much love to Kachila, my bro in the chat, my bros in the chat. Who reported the new account for what? Yeah, you should appeal it. You have every right to appeal whatever that the reason the person has reported it for. Coach, you are on the bench for the H place. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't mind being on the bench, but I don't want to get there. A place today on the H place today, but don't worry. You will get some minutes when when things start to heat up. No, I will not. I don't want to play a part in that. Saying big up, coach, and everyone. Big game ahead. Yep, in a few minutes. Actually, the game starts. Let's say at most 30 minutes. A big up, coach, and everyone else. Big game. Yep. Let's see how well we do today. Carney is fit. Came on two last games. Maybe that's a chance he starts.
No, he only came on.
So I'm not sure why. Okay, it's up to the manager. He's the one. He sees them every day on the training ground and has a reason to have him on the bench and not have him start. Let's hope we can put a stop to those young club fist bumps. Yeah, let's do that. Again, I'd say this. I'm not the manager, but I still say it's actually easy to play against Liverpool. They don't play differently. 4-3-3, high press, high line. Those are three factors that I just mentioned. It is more likely for club's hamstring to get the CFC infection. I hope so. Roger and DJ are two CFC. I got reported for checks notes avoiding suspension also because I haven't received a yellow all season. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We all need this win as a fan base to reduce all the insults and shaming all our players and coach. Okay, get another how hard they try. Okay, that's a bit mixed up there. We need to shame the Don't go that far. I don't think. Kickoff at 8 p.m. your time. John, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join. Kickoff at 12:15 my time. So yeah, the difference. Yes, the reason is Gala coach, most likely, because that's because Carney Chukwuemeka plays differently. He doesn't offer what Gallagher can offer to the manager, and I've said that 1,000 times. We'd be shocked at even when Lavia comes back, he'll still be playing Gallagher, and that's because he's different. I've just thank you for that, John. I appreciate you doing that. We have just 20 likes. We should be doing way, way better than that, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Let's get the likes up. Let's hear your feel, Siebes. What do you make of the lineup? Would you have done anything differently if you were the manager?
Big up, coach. Big up, everyone in the comment section, and big up to everyone in the panel as well.
Hello.
I personally think this selection is actually a very, very good selection from at least these guys that Poch actually chose. I expect nothing less than a draw, which means probably a draw if we don't play well, and a win, because we need to actually show that we're actually doing something right. Because I noticed everyone has been counting us out lately. They just think we're not doing anything. And with these younger players that we've played better versus Liverpool in the first game of the season. And I'm sure we can actually do that today, and we can actually show it. So I think the selection is actually good.
All right, thank you. Again, I mean, we don't have the luxury to do a lot differently, but you can say we have. We're pretty good today. We're looking good on the bench and also the starting 11. Not bad, honestly. There's not much I would do differently if I were the manager. Except maybe Raheem Sterling not starting and Gusto starting, two players. Not a huge difference overall, in my opinion. Once we have Bobby online in fifth gear, the British media will be hiding. Yeah, I think I'll let Bobby handle that. He's pretty good at it. Hello to you too, Album. One day, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Thank you so much. Let's see. Respect to you, Coach, for the content. You must try and take a Chelsea perspective on the road and catch a game at the Breach DCA. Big up. We'll see. I've said before that when next time again on my way to Africa, I must definitely see a game or two in England, and that's because every time I travel to Africa, I usually go through the London Heathrow. Is that how you pronounce it? Airport, and haven't seen a game there. I've seen Chelsea games, but in the United States, Brentford beating Tottenham 1-0, and Man City beating Burnley. Yeah, you can't skip the game really. We could go seventh today if we win. Yeah, with a draw, I think we will. With a draw, be 32, and yeah, hmm, yeah, we could go. It's actually right. That's things have changed a bit. Let me not waste my time trying to calculate that. Let's see, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Big up to another legend on the panel. Let's see what else we have here. Chelsea must beat Liverpool, or it's off with my brother JC. Okay, let's see what you guys should meet and decide what you do if we lose the game. Anything else that we have here? Okay, let's see. From the Bluetooth game saying, Coach, you will have plenty of followers would welcome you and want to see you in person. I'd actually appreciate that and do some live interviews at the breach during the game. I'd really appreciate it. And apologies, my connection is really, really poor and hasn't helped with my communication with my fellow panelists. I think it takes them just about a year to hear whatever I have to say. But that's by the way, Roger. Let's see. We have which of the players on the bench do you think would see before the game ends? I'd say with seeing Kungu, I'd say Connie Chukwemeka and Gusto. Those are the three players I expect to see before the end of the game. But let's hear you, Roger. What changes do you expect to see, and what players do you see do you think will get the chance to come play a part?
Yeah, I agree. I'm not sure whether Browier would come on either. I don't know. There's 3 or 4 players that can come on. I definitely am very interested to see Carney more than anyone, and obviously Christopher Nkunku. Those two. Who knows? If it's a very open game, maybe Mudryk will benefit from that. But as I said earlier today, once I witnessed his previous match he played for, it was the worst game I've seen him play with in the Chelsea shirt thus far. He had an atrocious game. So I'm not sure whether it's mentally whatever. I think his first 6 possessions with the ball, he gave it away or was dispossessed. So I don't think he's in a good vein of form. I'm a little bit concerned about him. But maybe even Cassidy. We don't know. But let's see. The one thing I have noticed about Liverpool is that they have Trent Alexander. He's not starting. He's on the bench today. Is he banged up? I didn't anticipate that. I thought he'd be starting in midfield, probably. I don't know. Bit shocked about that.
Yeah, he's on the bench.
Yeah, he's been playing in midfield lately, hasn't he? So, yeah, that's a good thing. But they got Jones, who's a very good young player. Obviously, McAllister and their number 8. I cannot pronounce his name. It's a real hard name. It's not too many vowels in that name.
Shaboshlai. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a hard name to pronounce. But anyway,
Dominic Slobozai. Slobozai. It's a difficult name to pronounce.
Whatever. Yeah, it's
and Roger, if you don't mind, you can go ahead with you can. Yeah, Roger, go ahead. Can you lead the conversation? I think my connection is causing an issue here. Go ahead, lead the conversation.
Yeah, no problem. DJ, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, when you look at our players right now,
are
there any concerns for you?
I mean, in this lineup currently, or just in general?
No, this lineup right now. Bearing in mind who we're playing.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Roger, I wasn't surprised, to be honest with you, with the team we went out with today. Bear it in mind with obviously with the injury to Levi Colwill, who would have probably started this game had he not been injured. As I said to Coachella at the beginning, there was a lot of talk that Madueke was going to be dropped, or it was going to be dropped for the next couple of games because apparently Poch wasn't happy with him. But it turned out not to be the case, and I'm thinking, why would he have done it anyway? Because I don't think Madueke has been bad for us. I think he's just been unlucky. And when he's had his good games, he's had his good games. But I think my only concern, obviously, is we don't have a target man up front. I mean, people talk about, okay, Brozier's not that guy, but when you're looking at a free of Madueke, you're looking at Palmer, and you're looking at Sterling, you're really asking the question of who is going to be your target man to actually try and hold. I'm not saying Brozier can hold up the ball as well as those, but he can probably hold the ball up better than any of those 3.
Yeah, I
in
agree.
that kind of like way. And I think maybe he's probably got maybe slightly more physical than 3 of them as well. I'm just a bit surprised that he's not come into this team. I think that's my only surprise, that we haven't gone with him for this game today. I don't know if it's because of this talk that he may be going to Fulham tomorrow, and they don't want to get him injured. So that could be the reason why that could be the reason why he might not be starting this game today or even coming on. I think Nkuku will come on, but that's my only concern is our three. If you look at our front 3, they're not exactly tall, are they? And and I think for myself, when you're up against players like Van Dijk, Konate, they're 2 big guys, and you got to see it's more or less like trying to get those guys to commit a foul to try and get a goal. And hopefully, I guess we got those players that are tricky that can do that. But I think what misses me in this team is the physical. I mean, I love Cole Palmer because of what he's been doing. Madueke, whatever, and obviously Sterling to some, but they're not what you call physical players. They're tricky players. So that can make things happen.
Yeah,
but they don't need that target man.
Yeah, they don't impose themselves on you, do they? Really?
No. I mean, obviously, we know with Palmer, if he does, we know he's just going to finish when he gets the opportunity to. But other than that, I don't really know what else I can say in terms of in terms of where else I see the attackingness coming from, in terms of someone to hold up the ball. So that's my only concern really for this game.
Yeah, I agree. Holding up the ball or the lack thereof, that is a huge concern. I totally agree. I think it's probably going to be Palmer in the middle and Sterling on the left. It's going to be fluid between those 2, I think. But no disrespect to Palmer, but I think Brozier's better at holding up the ball. Listen, Sterling has to really show up today. He really does. And sometimes this year he has been by far our best player, but it's just been so infrequent. That's my only concern.
Yeah. inconsistent, isn't it?
Yeah, very much. He's consistently inconsistent.
Yeah.
Are you there, Coach? Doesn't seem like he is yet. Okay.
Go ahead without
so-
me, Roger. It's awful.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can switch. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no problem. So, do you think any chance that it could be a 4-4-2?
From looking at from looking at the team, it could do. He can either drop in any of them positions. He could end up having, like I said, I don't know if it will be facility a 4-4-2 because are they the right kind of players that you can really play a 4-4-2
No,
formation?
not really. Not really.
No, I mean if you're talking about maybe the midfield two with Gallagher. And then you've got Palmer. I mean, for me, it looks more or less like either any of the front three can more or less get forward and score a goal. And I think that's what it's going to be. You'll see your front three players drifting each time in the game where one will go and try to score, the other one will go and try to score goals. You won't always see the same front person up front as we're seeing it now in the lineup. So I think that's what they're going to rotate. All three of them are going to rotate to try and get that space as well to get past.
I think it's going to be a 4-4-3 with maybe one of them possibly flooding in the midfield to overpower them, possibly. I think we did that against, was it Liverpool or Arsenal in one of the games? I forget now. But I think that's what he's going to have to do because we can't lose the battle of midfield. You look at McAllister, and they're number 8 and 17. They're 3 solid midfielders. They really are.
Yeah, they are.
That's what concerns me. And I like Enzo. I'm a huge Enzo fan, so please don't take this the wrong way. But defensively, he's a little bit of a liability with his lack of physicality and height. And speed. That's my only concern.
Yeah.
That's the thing that concerns me.
No, I get that. And I also say one about Liverpool's danger, man. We're talking about Luis Diaz as well, who's, let's not forget about this guy. He had a bad injury, but he's come back. It looks like he's not been injured. I mean, he's trying out finding his form again, isn't he?
I love Diaz.
And I tell you another. Yeah, and I tell you another player. I mean, this might be a surprise coming from you guys, but I've actually thought in the last couple of games, I've seen Darwin Núñez play.
Yeah,
he's starting to show a bit of his game now. We've got to be careful of him tonight.
I'm really high on him. Even when he doesn't score, he does many things well off the ball, or he brings other players into the game. He's been vilified for not putting up numbers, but he does a lot of intangibles that brings other people into the game. And then you've got Jota. I mean, how can you not love Jota?
Jota
is. I couldn't believe that Wolves sold them. I love Jota. He's such a technical and clinical player. He's not very big, but if you notice, he's bloody lethal headering the ball for such a small person, diminutive. Yeah, he's not 6'7", he's barely 5'7", but the guy heads the ball like he's Núñez's size. To me, he's lethal.
And also another thing about Jota is his IQ. He has high IQ, and he's an intelligent player. He knows the positions where to go.
Yes.
So it's basically going to be a threat when we play him.
Same with Diaz. I think Diaz's football intelligence is very high also. He's lethal.
Yeah, definitely.
Their front three, on any given day could make any team look silly. We're going to have to play solid defense and not present any opportunities then, because they will feed off us if we present them with charity. They really will. This is not Middlesbrough. No disrespect to Middlesbrough. This is a very clinical and lethal team.
100%. I mean, I have a question for both of you guys. In fact, if Coach is still there as well, do you think tonight is a massive game for Caicedo because of the whole Liverpool not getting a Liverpool situation? Because you've heard you guys have been hearing leading up to the game, Klopp and his comments towards Caicedo and what's been coming out. Do you think tonight is going to be a big game for him? If it's a massive game for him tonight?
I mean, it could be. Listen, I think he's experienced enough to know that it's just another game. I think he's not going to be overshadowed with playing at Anfield. He's played there before. I think he's a professional. He's young, I admit that, but I think he's going to handle himself. He's been a little bit up and down for us this year. I don't know what you think, but he hasn't been as consistent as I want him to be. But he's getting to play well. Listen, it's been a somewhat of a transition for him to come here, but he's not played as well as he had last year for Brighton. But you can say that about a lot of players in the last few years. I rate him. I really do. I don't think we should be getting on his case at all.
And the truth is, I don't know how my connection, if it has improved. I've tried to switch. Yeah, it's not working really.
Sorry, coach.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I would if he thinks about it. No, don't worry. I'm just saying about myself. It's awful. I'm not sure what else I'm gonna do. It's worse during the day. I wanted to say is this. I think it will affect his performance if he thinks about it, if he pays attention to it. But if he doesn't pay attention to it, he will perform and put club to shame. But that's just my opinion anyway, and I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know, Richard. Go ahead. Any other question you want to ask? We still have the game starts in about 11 minutes. We can round off in 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think this is a very big test. This is his first test for Petrovic, coming up against a formidable team. So far, in my opinion, he's acquitted himself splendidly. He's shown to be very consistent in all aspects of his game. His positional sense, his aerial sense, his ability for distribution. He's been very technical. This is a game that I think we're going to see what he's made out of. His first real big test. Not that the others haven't been, but this is the first game against an elite team. So I'm very interested in how Petrovic holds up against this team. I've been impressed with him thus far this season. What do you think?
Yeah, and if he gets tested more than our goalkeeper did in a season opener, then yeah. But I get it. A lot of people in the chat planning to go to H place, and they think it's the heat from the H place that's melted.
That's a tough crowd, coach. Tough crowd.
Yeah, and but an appeal of a game. Let's put the hurt on Klopp. Yes, then please apologies more importantly to you all, please, for finding the time to join the show. And my connection is acting up like this. I will find a permanent solution to that. I don't know. They said they have the fiber optic option right now in my area, but I'll look into it. Go ahead, Roger, if you have anything else you want to talk about.
No, I think that's the most important thing. I just listen. I think from box to box, we've been pretty solid for the most part. I think it's just our lack of finishing historically this season, and the abundance of charity that we've been donating to our opponents on occasion. If we can rectify those two issues in both respective penalty areas, I think we'll hold up. Listen, we match up well with this team and have done for the last few years. So there's not much to separate us. So I wouldn't say confident, but I'm how shall I put this? I'm in the mindset of that. I think we should come away with at least a draw today if we play to our abilities.
Yeah, I'll take a draw anytime, any day. Phil, anything else you want to say? And Phil, you don't have to wait until you're called upon to speak sometimes, because you've been quiet for a while now. You
can shut me up anytime, Phil.
Okay,
that's another way to put it, right?
As for now, like I'm just expecting a very good game. With between Liverpool and Chelsea, usually the games are good games, but they always end in a draw, no matter how crap we can be. But with how I've seen us play, I'm sure we're going to come back with something. But at least a draw, at least. But we should spoil, Klopp's goodbye. We just need to do that because we have shown in the past that we can do that. So I hope we can actually do that.
Here.
I'm going to say this thing. I haven't said it before, but I'm going to say it because he would want to win everything. He end up winning. At the most, he will win is one trophy. Yep. Because a lot of people want to spoil it for him, and I think he's made it more difficult for himself by making that public. That's how I see it. Some would think it will motivate his players, maybe, or it will motivate him as an individual to, you can say, live on a high by winning all the. They again, yeah, I think they are still in all the competitions. Then the Premier League. But I think he's made it difficult for himself by making it public. Yeah, your itch energy, you guys, is it's really high. Chilwell is going to pull a hamstring. I called it here first. I hope it doesn't. How many minutes do we have here? Not up to 6 minutes, but I'm going to give Bobby space to speak anyway. Klopp playing mind games, but not the first time. He will have to swallow his words. I want Casado to make him eat his words. At least you're not jinxing it. I wouldn't want to jinx it. And Noah thinks Liverpool will win. Okay, we'll find out. Watch the game. No, we don't show the game here. Sorry. Chilwell is going to prove today why him, Broya, and Jackson are summer clear out. I don't think we're going to do any other clear out anytime. Coach, if you need a glass of water while you're down there, you can ask who. Just go away. Good info. Okay, let's see. Anything else here? Bobby, let's hear you. We don't have too much time here, so I'll just let you speak. We have just about, 3 minutes restaurant, so people can have 2 minutes to make coffee or get glass of wine to watch the show. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll do any other thing today. I need to find a solution to the internet issue. Go ahead, Bobby.
Yeah, I just came in and I went straight to you because I wasn't prepared to be listening to the jargon that's going to be spewed out by TNT. I will watch the game with the volume turned firmly off as usual, because I can imagine now with all the Klopp, this, that, and the other, that's all we're going to be hearing. The lineup is not a surprise. The Sassy is certainly chosen to start as the right back, as we suspected. Maybe Gusto might come on for him later. Maybe we'll see Cesare Casade at some point, depending on how the game goes. How do I feel it will go? Oh, it's hard to say. My heart is hopeful. My head, not so much. But we're Chelsea. We always do the impossible, as it were.
Yep, thank you so much for that. Thank you for keeping it short. We have just about 5 minutes, and Terry is sitting in the way end with the with the fans. Wow, I wonder why he's doing that. I'm not too sure. Okay, we'll see. Let's see. Big up Vic. Just people saying hello. I think we have to round up people. My connection is poor, and when that is happening, it's difficult to actually highlight the comments and read them out. There are boos for Raheem Sterling and Moises Caicedo as their names are read out on the Anfield PA system. Yeah, they wanted to sign Caicedo, they didn't get him. Raheem Sterling, a former player. A good thing. Again, John is there. Let's see. Maybe he'll motivate the fans to be as loud as possible. Well done. Yeah, well done indeed. Let's see. Big energy. Let's see that happen. I just said a thermostat, coach. Oh, wait. 100% volume of big network commentaries. Anytime Chelsea plays, shaking my head. Let's see. Please beat Liverpool. If not, lose 10. So Poch can be fired in the tunnel. Wow. You're going to that place, and I'm quite sure that's the case. Just quickly, Roger, before we round up, what sort of game do you expect in 1 minute? We'll round up with that because we don't have too much time.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the same as always. It's going to be quite high intensity. It's going to be entertaining. I think the key is the midfield period.
All right. Period indeed. Thank you so much, guys. So we have to call it a day. I'm not gonna even say bye to people in the chat. Hopefully we get the connection issue sorted out, and we have a lot planned that should be starting soon, even weekly shows for members only, led by someone else, not me. But see you guys next time. I hope we get a win. God bless us all, and cheers.
Peace, everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Peace.